Well, good morning, guys. Well, we're back out here at HQ trying to get it in. We got quite a bit of work still to do out here on HQ to get the shop and everything ready for the bike and all the other stuff to come out here to make it secure. Still got a little bit of work to do with the electric. Quite a bit of land work to do out here from all of the ditch digging and removing the houses and all the stuff that we've done. We've had a couple of big rains since all of then, so the ground has settled quite a bit. So now I can kind of see where all the low spots are. I did have a little bit more rock brought in to level out the driveway just a little bit more and to widen a couple of the areas. But as you can see, this area right here has got a lot of lows, a lot of spots, plus still got the ditch over here close to the power pole that needs to be filled back in. So we're gonna go ahead and take care of that. They did go ahead and pull the wire and everything, so there is officially power here at HQ. That video will be coming out here real soon. I just got to do a little bit more wiring and stuff up there at the pole, get some plugs installed, all of that. But we're gonna start with grabbing some of this stuff that's not that great, the rocky that was up underneath that old house, and fill in this hole right here and try to save some of the better dirt to fill in up there by the shop. Now this area right here that I'm in, I'm gonna end up having to bring in quite a few truckloads of dirt or fill to raise this area up. This is by far the lowest spot on this property. This is where all the water runs and builds up out of here. So we still got a lot of grading and all kinds of stuff that's going to have to be done out here, but I at least want to get the area cleaned up a little bit and just get all of the places where we dug and we disturbed the dirt leveled out and cleaned up. So that's what we're going to be doing today. I've already got Uber in the background warming up, so now there ain't nothing to it but to do it. We're going to start in this area right here because I want to use a lot of that stuff in there and try to save that stuff to put over here before I put the rock down and start leveling out the driveway. Plus we got a little bit of stuff to do over here by the water as well. All right, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get after it.
tractor don't know left from right, spins in circles like he's dancing all night. I holler plow and he takes a nap. We're building a homestead with duct tape and crap. I tried to plant corn, got a field of socks. Turns out Uber's GPS is just a box built to chicken coop. Now the chickens run free. They unionized and started charging me. I got dreams of goats and a porch swing view, but Uber just wants to chase kangaroos. I read a blog on permaculture once. Now I compost my hopes and eat lunch with skunks. Uber the tractor, he's got no shame. He flirts with a lawnmower, calls her flame. We're digging ditches, building dreams from scratch with a whiskey flask and a barn door latch. So if you see smoke and a banjo cry, that's me and old Uber just getting by. We may not know what the heck we're doing, but this land's gonna thrive, or we'll keep pretending it's brewing.
Out here tinkering around with old Uber and drove a tow truck over here and wanted to do a little box blading, which worked out pretty good. Having a box blade definitely is good for leveling out. I don't have Taxi out here right now because Taxi's got a flat tire. I'm actually waiting on a tube to come in. It should be in tomorrow. I'll be fixing Taxi, and then I'll have my box blade and be able to really level all of this stuff out. But for the time being, that's why I'm using the tractor with the bucket and back dragging. I'm pretty decent at it, so it still does a good job. But box blade definitely is good for leveling out big areas. But now that we got this somewhat decent, I'm gonna go ahead and grab the rest of the decent dirt right there, put behind me, go ahead and level out those areas, and then I will work more on this area because we still got some lows here that we need to deal with, and I still need to put a little bit in the ditch over there. All right guys, I just ran over to Gumby's to put some air in Uber's tires. I noticed when I was lifting that heavy dirt that the passenger side front tire was looking a little flat. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on this area here, getting all this leveled out. Gumby's done brought Bertha over. He got all excited knowing I was over here working with Uber, so he wanted to bring Bertha. He's gonna pull a little bit of that back with the weight. Bertha's got a lot more weight than Uber does. So we're gonna run both pieces of equipment right now and try to get a lot of this done. That way, before it rains again, we don't have so many lows around here. But he's gonna work on cleaning up the fence line area there, and I'm gonna work on around the garage right here.
Bought me some land with a prayer and a grunt. Said I'll build a homestead and I'll walk with a hunch. Got a tractor named Uber, he's blind in one light. He cleared a tree right into my satellite. I hit record, tried to teach folks how, but I fell in a hole and got bit by a cow. Me and old Uber, we're breaking the land with a chainsaw, duct tape, and one shaky hand. I'm a YouTuber now with a channel called Out, where I teach folks what not to do and how. We're living off grid, making friends and mistakes. Built a compost bin, it exploded at dawn. Turns out raccoons don't like being pawned. Tried to dig a well, hit a septic line. Now my boots smell like regret and brine. I got scars on my shins and splinters and pride. Uber just laughs and takes me for a ride. Posted a vlog called How to Build a Shed. It's now a squirrel casino instead. Me and old Uber, we're breaking the land with a dream, a lamp, and a blistered hand. I feel my pain for the folks online. They come in nice fail, and that pig was divine. We're living off grid, making friends and mistakes. Got a goat named Brenda who sells real estate. So if you're dreaming of homesteads and fame, just know it comes with bruises and blame. But me and old Uber, we're doing just fine. We got dirt in our wounds and stars in our mind. So if you're dreaming of homesteads and fame, just know it comes with bruises and blame. But me and old Uber, we're doing just fine. We got dirt in our wounds and stars in our mind.
All right, guys, making some progress as you just seen. I went ahead and put the grapple on Uber. I got this section right here leveled out pretty decent. I need to bring a little bit more dirt over here and get a box blade, level it out. Gumby's been working on the tree line over there. He piled all that stuff up in the center. That way I can grab Uber and grab it, take it over there. He also leveled this out a little bit. I'll be able to take some of that dirt as well. Makes progress with both tractors going. Hello.
Howdy, howdy.
So I was over here playing and you wanted to play.
I wanted to play a little bit. That and I was done with my project for the day, and I just couldn't stand just sitting there doing nothing, and I thought, you know what, at least this is easy on my back, because tow truck was rough on my back earlier.
Yeah.
So I just said, you know what, I'll just come over here and take her a few minutes and see what I can help out with.
All right, guys, speaking of Gumby's projects, that brings me up to our next point. Gumby over there on his channel is getting a lot of comments, and I'm getting a lot of comments on my channel of why I'm not helping Gumby with his truck and the slab and all that other stuff. Well, let me tell you, Gumby is not ready to do all of that stuff yet, and that's why it's not getting done yet.
Yeah.
Gumby's got a whole lot of stuff going on with his VA and all kinds of other stuff, and plans are going to probably change.
They're changing a lot, yes.
From the direction that he was going to go with all of that. So the truck has been put on hold, the slab has been put on hold. All the things I was going to help Gumby with has been put on hold. And on top of it, he hurt his back. One of the other projects that we ain't talked about, he was wanting to put a big old heavy door in his place, which I'm going to help him with as well. As soon as his back gets better, we're going to jump on that. So for all the hateful people out there that likes to run their gator, this is for you.
Yeah, there's David is, I promise y'all, David will come when I need him. Like, you know, it's not a problem there. So just so everybody knows, all those plans had to change when I found out I was going to get my VA stuff. So,
yeah. And on top of that, guys, there's things that y'all don't even see that I do.
Yeah.
We don't record everything. Believe it.
I promise you.
If Gumby needs to go to the store, I take him to the store. If Gumby needs something, I'm there. Gumby needed wood the other day. He ended up getting somebody else to take him, but I was there the day that I said I was going to be there to do it. But luckily, it already worked out to where somebody came earlier and could go ahead and run him up there and do it. So he already got the wood. There's tons of things that I do for everybody, guys, that I don't put on camera because I don't do it for y'all's approval. I do it because I like helping people. And yes, I do get help as well, and I greatly appreciate it. But I also don't put everything that everybody does to help me on camera as well. So
Yeah.
it's only the big projects, guys, that y'all see. Y'all don't see the day-to-day little things. So
that's why I'm here this morning, y'all. Just because of that. Because, you know, one, I was done with my stuff for the day. I needed a little bit of a break, but I needed something to do that was going to be easy on me. So I thought, you know what, as much as he's been taking me to the store and stuff like that and helping me with little stuff lately, I'm here.
Yep. And guys, there's a whole lot of other stuff like we don't mention. Like, for one, Gumby don't have rocks down here. Me and him's already negotiated a little deal where I'm going to give him a bunch of boulders that's on Come On Mountain for his little fountain and stuff like that. When he brings Bertha up there to do Ryder's Hideout, we're bringing a big old trailer load of rock back. There's tons of things that y'all don't see, guys.
Lots
So
of it, yeah.
for all of you haters that want to steady say, oh, I'm a scam artist and all this other stuff, know your facts before you run your gator. Come on.
I'm a YouTubing man with a mountain plan. Bought a raw land with a coffee can. Got 2 tractors, Uber and taxi. One slow and sweet, one's wild and sassy. Domino barks at the morning fog. Eclipse chases shadows like it's his job. We're clearing brush, building dreams from scratch, with a chainsaw choir and a duct tape latch. I'm doing my best with a busted rake, growing open, making mistakes. Got chickens that ride and ducks that swear, goats on the roof and pigs in my chair. I film it all with a wink and a grin, trying to homestead and maybe win. Mountain man life with a YouTube twist. If the garden don't grow, I'll just eat grits. Tried planting carrots, got a field of weeds. Posted top 10 gardening misdeeds. Uber dug a trench through my septic line. Taxi built a ramp and called it mine. Domino's the foreman, Eclipse runs a crew. They both wear hard hats and chew my shoe. Built a chicken coop with a crooked door. Now they roost in my truck and snore on the floor. I got fans online who cheer and tease. Nice goat fail and you should plant cheese, but I keep on swinging that rusty hoe with dreams of tomatoes and a late night show. I'm doing my best with a busted rake, growing hope and making mistakes. Got chickens that ride and ducks that swear, goats on the roof and pigs in my chair. I film it all with a wink and a grin, trying to homestead and maybe win. Mountain man life with a YouTube twist. If the garden don't grow, I'll just eat grits. The dreamers with dirt on their face, who turn wild land into a livable place. Me, Uber, taxi, and the doggone crew, we're building a life one fail at a time. It's true, yeehaw! So here's to the dreamers with dirt on their face, who turn wild land into a livable place. Me, Uber, taxi, and the doggone crew, we're building a life one fail at a time. It's true, yeehaw!
Alright guys, we're making quite a bit of progress. We got a lot of the trash and stuff out of this. I'm about to take Uber with the grapple and do a little bit more right here, get some of that bigger stuff out. But we tag teamed this over here. I don't know when the time lapse ended, if y'all seen us over here working this. But Gumby was back dragging while I was getting all of the stuff out. This is where that big old pile of overbrush was from clearing out that section right there. Now it's pretty nice and smooth. Still got a couple of low spots. But now I'm gonna jump on Uber and go ahead and get the rest of the stuff out of this section. That way we can use the dirt to level out a little bit more here. I've decided that I'm gonna go ahead and leave the rock for now, give this time to pack down, and I'll do the rock out here a little bit later once I know where the low spots are. I don't want to use rock to fill up the low spots. but we still got a little bit of trash in here that I can get out, so I'm gonna go ahead and work on that now. Alright guys, I got Uber loaded up with the grapple and the bucket to return back to Come On Mountain. That area over there looks amazing. And this area right here looks pretty good too. We pretty much got the ditches filled in. A lot of the lows we got filled in. There's still quite a bit of loose dirt here and a lot of lows. Like I said, I'm gonna have to bring in a couple of loads of fill dirt to raise this section up a little bit. But I already knew that before I even started this project. But you can't even tell that there used to be a house right here now. So that's awesome. I will be bringing Taxi back out here this week after I get the tire fixed with the box blade and do a lot of fine tuning and leveling all of this out. I still got a lot of lows here, so the sooner I get some fill dirt, the better. That way I can fix all the drainage. I want to get it all to drain out to the ditch so it can go down the culverts in the ditch and drain off the property. There's not many low spots in this area except for where we've been digging and running all the equipment. That right there is pretty much the only low spot on this whole little acre and a half right here. So if I can get all the water to drain down that way into the ditch, it'll be a win. I'm gonna come back and deal with the rock later like I was talking about as soon as this packs down a little bit, because I still need to bring in some more fill. But I also did something else yesterday. I went down to Mary's down there and helped her with a little project. I'll show you all that now. Whew, I've been all over the place, guys. Trying to help everybody where I can. Mary's got a pretty exciting little project going on down there with that. And I decided to help her with that little pad. Save her a whole lot of shoveling and gorilla cart work. So speed things up a little bit. And why I had Uber in the area before I brought it back to Come On Mountain. Figured I'd run down there and help her out with that real quick. But I think that's going to be about it for today, guys. It's been a hot one today. I appreciate Junk to Gems for coming over with Bertha and tow truck and helping out a little bit. I wasn't even expecting him to come today. But he, like I said earlier, heard me over here with Uber, and he got the itching. All right, guys. Well, I love every single one of y'all. And until we see each other again, come on, let's go on another adventure.